Welcome back to my home theater. This series of introducing my home theater piece by piece has gone into pretty far so far, and right now I'm gonna have another really exciting and probably also a little controversial video about Atmos speakers. Atmos speakers are something that has gathered a lot of questions, a lot of discussion on the websites and YouTube, and I think there's as many opinions as the movie fanatics or YouTubers or whatever. Everybody has opinion. I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer. I understand. I really do understand that bookshelf speakers aimed towards the main listening position may be the best option. I have heard systems that has really great Atmos with the bookshelf speakers aimed at the main listening position. But then there's another thing, and is aesthetics. How you want your room to look, how much compromises you are going to do, and what actually matters to you. And I talked in the earlier video about those HD8 speakers from DIY Soundgroup, and I would definitely like to have them at my ceilings. As a Atmos speakers, but as I mentioned in that video also, it would mean that I would have to redo my whole ceiling, and that would actually mean a pretty significant changes in my room, and actually it would probably mean redo the whole room right now, and I'm not ready to do that right now since I just did that last summer. So right now this room is as it is, and major changes will come in the future when, I don't know, but probably the next step would be fixing the ceiling and getting those boxed bookshelf speakers aimed towards the main listening position. But since I don't have them right now, I still have 6, and I basically have 7 Atmos speakers, which 6 of them are active right now. I will explain what is that 7th Atmos speaker, which is not actually Atmos speaker. But anyway, I will explain what's the story behind that speaker a little bit later. But right now, let's go into the speakers that I have. First of all, the thing in my room is that I want my roof to look nice. So that's why I decided at the first place that I want to have ceiling that is first of all black. It has acoustic treatment on it, and I really like how my ceiling looks right now. I know it's really dark and you can't probably see exactly how it looks, but it's the ceiling type you have pretty much in every movie theater, and that's the way I like it. But then people start talking about, okay, you can't aim your speakers and you have to have bookshelf to aim it in the listening position. But right now, first of all, I have 4 of these Revel speakers, which I can aim the tweeter towards the listening position. So here you can see, I don't want to move it right now, but you can move that and change the direction towards the main listening position. You also have a little switch here. You can change the sound tone a little bit. Obviously, subwoofer here is directing directly to the floor, not necessarily for seating, but that's fine. Again, tweeter is aimable and it's aimed towards the listening position. It's not that far away. If you can see here, it's not that far away from the line, especially when you recline the seat. It's not that far away from the correct line anyway. Here you can see the second one. same Revel speaker, which you can aim towards the listening position, and that's what I have done. So I think those 4 are in pretty good position and they work really, really good. And again, is it best solution? Probably not, but at least they're not directly pointing towards the floor, and I can aim them towards the listening position. Then 2 speakers from Bower and Wilkins, which I added later. And I don't know how you can see here, but these speakers you can aim even more. So I think even though they are pretty far away from the listening position, they are so strongly aimable that you can definitely aim them towards the listening position. So that's how I accept these speakers for my room. And as I said, I think they work reasonably good because of that aiming. I understand they cannot be aimed directly down, but right now they are aimed towards the listening position. What is also good with these speakers, they come with the grill. Revel comes with this magnetic grills. So all you can do is put it there and you hear the little click and magnetic holds the grill in place. But what is nice about these were white when I bought them, but then you can spray paint them and you get them in the whatever roof you have in color. And these Bower and Wilkins, you actually have the magnetic also, but it's a little bit different. It goes deeper in the speaker and it holds tight in there. So these are the 6 Atmos speakers that I have. Right now I'm sitting here in my main listening position, so they are there a little bit in front. Then one speaker, pair of speaker is right there a little bit at my right, and then a little bit at my back is the last Revel speaker. So here is how I have built my Atmos setup. But then I told earlier about the one more speaker, which is right here. Yeah, you may already guess. So it's right above my head, and that speaker is Voice of God. I can only really use this with Oro 3D material and Neural X, and DTS-X uses also this speaker. It's not Voice of God with DTS-X, but it really works the same way. So straight above my head, and story behind this speaker is pretty simple. When I got my Trinnov, I got some extra channels, and I happen to have one extra open channel in my Trinnov. So I was wondering what I want to do with it. Do I want to add some speakers? Do I need any speakers? No, I didn't need any speaker. But I think it would be nice to add Voice of God, even though I don't think it's going to be pretty significant change, or would I need it? Probably not. But anyway, in a local store here at my hometown, they were selling out. It was an outlet where they sold all the leftover speakers in really cheap. That was like $1,000 speakers, which I paid like $200. So I was like, okay, why not? It's not that much money. I can test it. I can make a real little material in the block, and it was pretty interesting test. So I decided to just cut the hole and put it there. It doesn't matter. Well, I used that for a little while. It was good. It worked well. Obviously, didn't have that much material because most of the material is in Atmos. Obviously, up mixers, Neural X, Dolby Surround, was able to use it. Did it help? Not really, but it was there. But then at some point, I decided to add my 5th subwoofer, and I used that channel for the subwoofer. So at that point, I decided that maybe maybe that's the compromise, that I don't need the Voice of God channel and I can use that channel for my fifth subwoofer. And that's how it's been since that. So that speaker is just there. It's wired. I can basically change that in the use by just changing one cable at my Trinnov. But right now it's inactive and I'm not using it. But that's the story about the 7th Atmos speaker, and it's there. I don't use it, but it's there. So what do you think about my Atmos setup? Do you mind about in-ceiling speakers, or are you the guy who only accepts bookshelf speakers, or do you use something else? Do you even use Atmos speakers? Do you think they are worth of adding the Atmos? In my opinion, it's clear Atmos is a great thing, used correctly, placed correctly, calibrated correctly. It's something that really changes your thinking about the Atmos and movies, but you have to experience it right. If you just have the living room set up and you're trying something that is really not the native and true Atmos, it's not gonna be that big of the experiment. I think it's always a good thing, but you need to experience correct way to really understand how good the Atmos really is. But this is a story about my Atmos speakers, and hopefully you liked the video. Please share, subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Channel is growing, more people is coming to watch my videos every week. So hopefully you share the story about the Leffafriikki channel from Finland, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.